Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you'll meet some of the leaders with the Mad Hatter's Tea and Luncheon. It's a party with a purpose. We'll explain next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, I remember when I joined Fox 4 in the early 90s, I was assigned to cover the Mad Hatter's Tea and Luncheon, and I said, man, these Texans are living up to the reputation. Everything is bigger in Texas. Everything is flashy and more glamorous in Texas. And that's why I invited my next guests on the show. They are the leaders of the Mad Hatter's Tea and Luncheon this year. Joining us on the very far right is Shane Walker. He's a hat designer, and he's really critical to the success of the show. Next to Shane would be Therese Rourk. She is the president of the Women's Council of the Dallas Arboretum. And to my immediate right is Sarah Friedman. She is the chair of this year's event. Thank you all for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yes, we're so happy to be here today. Thank you.
And I apologize for not wearing a hat. I think I would. I would break one of your works of art, Shane. So I won't do that. But let's remind people, because this is the 37th year. We'll start with you, Sarah. What is it all about?
Well, Mad Hatter's Tea Party is the largest spring fundraiser for the Women's Council of the Arboretum. And we put it on and just celebrate spring. We celebrate flowers. We celebrate the Arboretum. And our end goal is to raise funding for a woman's garden within the Arboretum.
And Therese, let's have you pick up on that. So if they're not familiar, and this is one of the most photographed scenes in Dallas.
Right, exactly.
It's 300 acres?
Over 300 acres, and we are the keepers of the garden at the Dallas Arboretum. So we're the keepers of the woman's garden, and we raise money every year to support a woman's garden. We are the biggest donor to the Dallas Arboretum. And so that is why every year we have 2 events to raise money so we can maintain that garden throughout the year. So it is, and the women love it. So we are thrilled about Mad Hatters coming up. That's our biggest event where we raise the most money.
And everybody's seen this before because it's in every engagement picture ever taken in Dallas.
Right.
All right, Shane, let's bring you in. How long have you been involved?
Well, I've been involved with Mad Hatters for at least 15 years plus now. And it's just a wonderful event. It's the most photographed and sought after event in Dallas. I mean, women really love going to this, and such a creative event. I mean, you really see a lot of beautiful ladies and hats there. And it's just, I advise everyone to go to this because it simply is amazing.
Absolutely. We're going to put the website up, and towards the end of the show, we will also give you a way to get in touch and get your tickets and sign up as a sponsor. But let's go ahead and scroll down the website and talk about this year's event. What is the theme for this year's event?
This year's theme is celebrating spring in the South, and it just seems like such a perfect time with this event being in the middle of April, right after Dallas Blooms concludes at the Arboretum. It's just a great way to bring everyone together and celebrate spring blooms and the time that it's all happening.
And some of these people who dress up in these hats are very competitive, so you actually have awards, don't you?
We do. So coming up on the screen, you'll see the hat categories, and every year as part of the competition, we do a competition, and we have 6 categories this year that women can enter, and they'll all do hats of different styles. So we have Dallas Blooms, which is anyone who has fresh botanicals on their hat. We have Mardi Gras, which is over-the-top creations, which Shane is just an absolute...
I love that category.
That is his jam.
I love it.
And so many hats. I hope that he gets to tell you about some of them. So many of his hats have won that category through the years.
Yes.
We have the Jazz Fest category, which is the best group. We have Kentucky Derby, which is the most most elegant for those who are maybe not so into the over-the-top creation. We have the round top, which is people's choice, and masters for best in show.
Wow.
So
amazing. Okay, we're going to show some video, and this was shot several years ago, but I found it on YouTube, and I think it does capture the spirit of the event. So let's show a little bit of video from a previous party. I mean, it really is, for people who've never attended, describe the atmosphere, describe the energy.
Well, it is festive, it is loud, it is fun. And when I say loud, I just mean loud that it's full of energy. It's just it's a moment. You can see from people on the screen, everyone is just so delighted to be there in such a beautiful setting. And knowing that we can have so much fun while raising money, it's not just a sit at your seat charity luncheon. This is really a fun festival at the start. Then we have a beautiful fashion show started by North Park Center, and then we'll conclude with an elegant luncheon.
Wow. Okay. So Shane, in some years you'll create like 15 of these masterpieces. So do you root for one of them? I mean, they're all your babies, right?
They're all my babies, and they're all so special. And what's so wonderful about this event is there's different categories. So you can be outrageous over the top, or you can go, more of an elegant look. You'll see fascinators. You'll see hats that are so big that I've had to deliver in a cargo van in the past. So you see so many different kinds, and it's just wonderful because it's a very colorful event, but many different hats, different styles, and it's just open to whatever you want to do, whatever you're comfortable wearing. And I tell people, be yourself, and your true personality will come out, and it's just a beautiful photographic event.
Okay, I'm going to pick your brain for a minute. So when somebody comes to get you to do a hat for them, are they giving down to the detail, or are they just saying, Shane, you do what you do?
I have a lot of ladies that say, I want to win. And I say, well, we're going to make you a winning hat. And so some know exactly what they want. Some ladies send me a photo of their outfits, and we start building the hat from there. A lot of them will pick their favorite theme of the categories listed, and then we'll work it out from there. But no two are alike. But I love when the ladies get involved and tell me what they like, and they love these themes. And it has become very competitive more and more over the years. So the hats get bigger and more outrageous, and you'll see things turning, spinning. You might see music playing on a hat. They really go out for this event.
They absolutely do. And then
there's no rules.
We do have others that just go with something simple and classic. So it really just shows your personality and what you're in the mood for at that day and time.
That's right. That's right. We're
have,
so excited too.
Shane, do you carry a glue gun with you just in case there's a
I carry a backup toolbox, and in that box it has a glue gun. It has a few rhinestones. It has wire. Yes, you have to have your backup kit. You do. And these Texas winds, but we always are blessed. We have beautiful weather, but we do have a kit for those minor little hat emergencies, and some Tylenol for the people that might get a little headache.
That's a heavy. I imagine that's not light.
Some are heavy, some are lightweight. But what she was saying, even the simplicity hats are wonderful too. Whatever you're comfortable in, it's just it's a come together event.
Now, our good friend Tammany Stern just made a nice Facebook post, and we're going to show some pictures off of her Facebook post, and I want you guys to kind of narrate what we're looking at here. Let's go ahead and put up a few of these pictures. This is a relatively recent picture?
Yes, that was. Yeah, that was at Cottonwood Market. Donna Weitzman did an event for Mad Hatters.
Oh, that's awesome. There's Tammany there on the right.
And it was so fun because we got to celebrate many of our committee members and also Cottonwood Market, which is one of our sponsors of the Mad Hatters event. So it was a perfect way to bring both things together.
Okay. Are you still needing sponsorship? Are you still needing sales?
We absolutely always take sponsors, and we have very few tickets left. There's, just a few. So if you are wanting to come join us, please don't delay. I would imagine that within the next 5 days, there won't be a single ticket left.
Okay.
So you need to act.
And it's a nice luncheon, isn't it?
It's a beautiful luncheon.
Yeah.
It is an elegant 3-course meal.
Wow.
When you enter, it's a welcome reception with cocktails and champagne and past hors d'oeuvres, as well as a hat competition. There's music. There's a silent auction that has some amazing items. And then you go from there into the fashion show, which is another whole event in and of itself. And we have wonderful brand partners that are working with us through North Park Center. And Jan Strimple is producing that show. Wow. And then you go into the actual luncheon, which is our elegant 3-course Southern Garden inspired meal this year.
And we also, our honorary chair this year is Cindy Feld, and she's a big supporter, philanthropist in Dallas. So we're thrilled to have her this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Outstanding. And we're going to have a call to action in just a minute, but I want final thoughts. So Shane, why don't you lead us off? Final thoughts. What would you like to leave the audience with?
I encourage you to go to this event. It is so much fun, and every year is different because they change the theme every year. But as soon as you pull up into Valet, you see color and feathers and fabulousness, and people get out of the car, and then the cameras are flashing, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful day. And you don't want to leave. You're having so much fun because you're in this gorgeous setting of the Arboretum, and for a wonderful cause too. You know, they're raising money for a wonderful cause, and it's wonderful to see everybody dressed up in their outfits and their matching hats, and it's a place you definitely want to be.
Therese, you're up.
Yeah, definitely a place you want to be. And we thank Shane for all his support. I thank Sarah for all that she's doing this year for Mad Hatters. And we are going to have a fabulous event, so we want everyone to come.
Outstanding. We'll give you the final word.
Please join us at the event, and you can buy your tickets online at www.wcdabg.org.
That is kind of a mouthful. Let's go ahead and
It really is.
let's put
Buy
that
tickets.
let's put that on the screen so everybody can get that, and you can just copy it down there. There it is. Give us one more time.
wcdabg.org. We can't wait to see you at this year's Mad Hatters, where we will be celebrating spring in the South.
Outstanding. You guys have been amazing guests. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.